Hello everyone, my name is Heidi and welcome back to my channel here on YouTube, Baby Names Sunday. So this week's video, we are doing the boys list. So if you guys missed last week's video, go and take a look at it. It's down in my description box. But I am doing new and unique boy names from A to Z for 2023. I do this list every single year, so it will be the 2023 version. And these are basically baby names I love, but I will not be using. So many amazing ideas, and it's always so interesting to see how my taste in names has changed. So here is my list for you guys today, and make sure before I start my list, make sure in the comments below you guys are putting your favorite boy names from A to Z. So a name for A, B, C, and so on, and see if you can give a name for every letter of the alphabet. All right, starting off with the letter A, I have two A names here for you. So we have the name Arrow, spelled A-R-R-O-W, Arrow. This is such a strong word name. It's so cool for a boy. It really could work for either or, but I also love how it has just like nature ties to it as well. And I also love the name Aries, spelled A-R-I-E-S or A-R-E-S. However you want to spell it. This is inspired by my son's name. I absolutely just love it so much. He doesn't really have a nickname, and I kind of like that about it. I mean, I guess you could do Air or Airy, but for such like a simple and sweet sounding name, it is a very powerful name, and depending on how you spell it, it's either a Greek god's name or it is a constellation name. Now they are both inspired by a ram. For the letter B, guys, these are great sibling names, okay? So I have the name Beck, spelled B-E-C-K, Beck. This one means small stream. It's short and edgy, but it stands out. Just like the name Blaze, spelled B-L-A-I-S-E, Blaze, Beck and Blaze. Just imagine twin boys, boy siblings. These actually could work for girls as well. So I just love these two together, and Blaze means fiery. For the letter C, I only have one name here, and that's the name Conan, spelled C-O-N-A-N, Conan. This has just been a name I have been obsessed with recently. I've mentioned it so many times as I find it's one of the most handsome names out there right now, and this one means little wolf. For D, I have two names here. So we have Dexter, spelled D-E-X-T-E-R, Dexter. And this one means right-handed and skillful. It's very familiar in sound, but I love the X in there. I also love that nickname of Dex. Then for my second one here, guys, we have Draco, spelled D-R-A-C-O, Draco. I love Harry Potter. I love autumn. I love the fall season, October. This just reminds me of it. It's a Greek from Latin rooted name meaning dragon, which is also super cool. And it's just like Conan to me. It has that really extremely handsome sound to it, Draco. Moving on to E, I have three E names for you guys. I guess E is a hot commodity for me. So I have the name Emmerich, spelled E-M-E-R-I-C, Emmerich, with the nickname of M for a boy. So cool. And Emmerich means power. Then I have Everlane, spelled E-V-E-R-L-A-N-E, Everlane. Now this is one of those invented names that I created myself, and this name just symbolizes to me this pathway to forever. Last E name here, guys, we have Eden, spelled E-D-E-N, Eden. Again, this is a very popular name on the girls' side, but I absolutely love it for a boy. Like, this just makes me want to use it for a boy that much more. And Eden means place of pleasure and delight. Moving on to the letter F, we have the name Pharaoh, spelled F-A-R-R-O-W, Pharaoh. I love this spelling. I think it just looks so aesthetically pleasing. And this one means lighthouse. Now, lighthouse, my favorite place is the ocean, the coast. It just really has those symbolisms for me, and I find that a lighthouse signifies this light along the coastline, this bright light, and I love that meaning behind this particular name. For G, now G was extremely hard, but I found the name Garnet, spelled G-A-R-N-E-T, Garnet. Now Garnet is a gemstone name, and it's actually my birth month's gemstone. It's my birthstone, January. And this actual particular gemstone signifies love and friendship. So that is so perfect. Now time for H, and for H I have two names for you. So I love the name Harlow, spelled H-A-R-L-O-W, Harlow. Another one, just like Eden, Harlow is used so much for the girls that I need to use it for the boys. I just think it's so, so cool. And this one means Rock Hill or Army Hill. Then I have the name Heath, spelled H-E-A-T-H, Heath. Now Heath means the heathland dweller. It's simple, but it stands out like Beck and Aries. For I have Alari, spelled I-L-A-R-I, Alari. This is so, so, so dreamy. It's a Basque rooted name meaning cheerful. This one totally makes me smile. It's romantic sounding and very charming, Alari. For J, I have two J names here for you. So first off, we have Jasper, spelled J-A-S-P-E-R, Jasper. This will always be a special name for me as I live pretty close to Jasper here in Canada. So it's just so picturesque, and it's a very like mountainous town name to me. So it has that symbolism for me, but I also love how it means bringer of treasure. It just makes it even that much more magical. Then for my second J name here is Jethro, spelled J-E-T-H-R-O. Jethro. Now, I grew up listening to Jethro Tull with my dad, so it kind of has that significance for me. And I personally love the ending O sound, Jethro. It just sounds really cool, but it also means excellence, so it has a wonderful meaning as well. Now, for the letter K, I have the name Keys, spelled K-E-E-S, Keys. This one, I thought it was a really cool one-syllable name. Now you can see in my names here that I love one-syllable names for boys. They're just short, sweet, but just so cool. And this one symbolizes to me like opening this new chapter of life, like the keys. And I thought that was kind of a cool symbolism behind the name. And I think it could be very meaningful for a lot of people out there as well. Now, before I move on with L, I do want to mention, make sure you guys are participating in today's video down in the comments below. Make sure you guys are creating your A to Z personal favorites name list for boys. I for surely will be commenting on all of your name lists down below. It'll be so cool to see your taste in names. It really helps you out as well to really narrow down your kind of style. Then also, while you're at it down there, make sure you guys are subscribed, hitting the bell notification beside it, and also giving this video a thumbs up. It will mean so much to me. Now, next up, we have the letter L. And L, I have two names here, guys, for you, because I need to mention the name Lennox, spelled L-E-N-N-O-X, Lennox. This is a name I have always been obsessed with, and I always tell Davian this, if I ever were to have another child, not in any of the cards, but this for sure would be one of the most highest contenders on my personal names list. Lennox, for whether a boy or a girl. I just find it's just so cool. Plays well with our kids' names as well. And Lennox means elm grove. Then I also have the name Leland, spelled L-E-L-A-N-D, Leland. I think this is so, so, so cute. I think it's a very cutesy name. It means meadowland, but it has this like sweet, a little bit of vintage charm to it, and I love how it has those nature meanings behind it as well. So it's just all around a great name, and normally I'm not drawn to vintage names, but this one I do really love. Moving on to M, I also have two names here. So I have the name Madden, spelled M-A-D-D-E-N, Madden. This one has been used more so recently, at least I've been seeing with my clients as well, Madden being used for a girl. So I like it now for a boy. And this one means little dog, which is adorable. Then another M name here that's a little bit more popular for sure is the name Milo, spelled M-Y-L-O, Milo. Adding that Y in there because it makes it a little bit more unique, but still totally fine. And Milo means soldier or merciful. For N, I have one name here, and that's the name Noel, spelled N-O-H-L, Noel. I love this spelling so much. It means Christmas, and I just have been loving these short one-syllable names for boys, like Noel, Beck, all these other ones that I have so many on this list. You'll see more later on, but I've just been so drawn to them because I feel like they stand alone so well. They're strong, sweet at the same time, and they have some sweet meanings. And this one means Christmas, Noel. All right, time for the letter O. We're getting down here. So O, we have the name Ozzy, spelled O-Z-Z-Y, Ozzy. This one means divine protection, which basically the meaning itself already like is a winner for me. And this one just has this really cool old school feel to it. Ozzy, so fun. Then for a little bit different here is Omiro, spelled O-M-I-R-O, Omiro. Now this one here, it means a leader, a lover, and a hero. You don't really have to sell me on the name anything more than the meaning and that O at the end, Omiro. So handsome. Moving on to the letter P, we have the name Pen, spelled P-E-N-N, Pen. Now this one, we are back again with another one-syllable name. Pen means enclosure, and I personally love this for a girl as well. I would use it for both. Then for Q, as we're getting down to our more interesting letters, Q, I have two names here for you. So we have Quade, spelled Q-U-A-D-E, Quade. This one means descendant, it's edgy and handsome. Then I also have Quintin, spelled Q-U-I-N-T-I-N, Quintin. It means fifth, but anything to do with Quinn, Quintin, Quinlan, Quincy, Quinna, anything with Quinn, I love, absolutely love for both boys and girls. For R, we are doing Renan, spelled R-E-N-N-O-N, Renan. This is inspired, it's like newly invented take on the name Wren, which means blessed. And now it kind of means like blessed and bird-like. So I really like those two symbolisms together, blessed little bird, and Renan just sounds super cool for a boy, but again, very gender neutral as well. My second R name here is Remington. So R-E-M-I-N-G-T-O-N, Remington. Yes, I wouldn't just use Remy, I use Remington because I feel like I would call him Remington all the time. It's a longer name, much more longer than I normally would use. I love this one. I think it sounds cute, but I guess I could use Remy sometimes. And Remington means place on a riverbank. Next up, we have the letter S, and we have one name here, which is Sky or Skylin. So S-K-Y or S-K-Y-L-A-N, Skylin. How cool is that? I've been really loving adding the L-A-N onto many different names. Oakland, Skylin, just, you can do it. It's fun, and it kind of makes the name a little bit more unique, but still very wearable. And Skylin is a nature name. It's kind of soft, but I also just love how it relates to the sky and the outdoors. For T, we have Tegan, spelled T-E-A-G-A-N, Tegan. This one means little poet or fair one. Again, another one that I would totally use as a unisex name for boys and girls. Super tomboyish for a girl, but really handsome for a boy. Then I also have the name Tilden, spelled T-I-L-D-E-N, Tilden. Now this one means fertile valley, and I have loved this nickname of Till for a boy, Till. I don't know what it is about it, but like Tilden with the nickname of Till, that's so unique as a nickname, so definitely has been sold to me. Now we are making it down to the letter U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Down to more of those unique letters. But before I do mention those names, if you guys are interested in doing a one-on-one name consultation, if you want to see what that looks like as I create a personal name list just for you based off your style, you can actually DM me over on Instagram, or you can email me with the email right here if you have any questions. I'm actually doing a promotion. I'm still continuing it. I feel like I'm going to stop it towards the end of September. So if you guys want to take advantage of that promotion, it is an additional 20 names for each of my name packages for no extra charge. So send me over a DM over on Instagram, or you can email me for pricing or for any other questions. All right, next up now, time for you. Guys, I have Zuma below me. Say hi. He's gotten bigger. We gave him a little bit of a haircut. Zuma. So he keeps nipping at me. So if you're wondering why I'm kind of looking down or like feels like I'm fiddling around with him because he's gonna cause some kind of chaos in the household. Hi. Okay, all right, time for the letter U. So I have the name Uziel, spelled U-Z-I-E-L, Uziel. Now this one means Jehovah is my strength. And I find like this is just a name that sounds like it has tons of power behind it. U names for boys, I find in general are just hard to come by for me personally, but I find this one very easy to spell and easy to pronounce. So I really love that about Uziel. Then for V, we have two here, Valen and Vaughn. So V-A-L-E-N, Valen and Vaughn, V-A-U-G-H-N. Now Valen means strength and health. Vaughn means little one. So together, I find that these two play so well for sibling names, even though they start with both the same letter, like Valen and Vaughn. So handsome, they have kind of this surname feel, but they also have these symbolisms and meanings behind them that could symbolize like a rainbow baby. So very, very handsome for those two, Vaughn and Valen. For W, I have Waylon, spelled W-A-Y-L-A-N, Waylon. This one means roadside. I really love the flow with this one. Lynn, Waylon, I love that ending. And then I have the name Wild, spelled W-I-L-D, Wild. Now, everybody's been trying to incorporate Wild, like Wilder, for their child's name, and I really see Wilder coming about in general. Now, time for X, we have Zenon, spelled X-E-N-N-O-N, Zenon. Now, this one means gift. It's very sweet sounding, Zenon, but it's so futuristic, especially with that X. Moving on to the second to last letter here, for Y, we have the name Yari, spelled Y-A-R-I, Yari. So just like Alari, it's very romantic sounding, but this one means gold. How cool is that? Yari. It's very easy to spell, easy to pronounce, and it has just that really like romantic wow factor to it. Yari. Then that brings me to one of my favorite letters of the alphabet, the letter Z. We have two names here. First off, I can't go through the list without mentioning the name Ziggy, spelled Z-I-G-G-Y, Ziggy. This one means victory, and it's strong, playful, and zesty. I just love how the flow of it, the way it sounds, Ziggy, it just has this ness to it that I love. Then lastly, I love the name Zoran, spelled Z-O-R-E-N, Zoran. This one is a Basque rooted name meaning happiness. So if you actually play Zoran with Alari, they're both Basque rooted names. Alari means cheerful, Zoran means happiness. So they play really hand in hand well together. So I hope you guys love the list. Definitely very unique for some, but very like just sweet and simple for a lot of others. I hope you love my taste in names has totally changed for boys, I feel, but I have always loved the more unique names. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you loved it. Comment down below, participate in the video, but also make sure you guys go over to my other content. I have tons of name lists on here, so if you are on the hunt for the perfect name, whether you're writing a book, you're naming a little child, or even changing your name yourself, I have a name for everyone. So make sure you guys go take a look at my channel, all the other videos, and I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you guys next Sunday with another baby names list. All right, take care, bye.